Good morning, dear and beloved mothers. Good morning, dear and respected sisters. And you are most welcome here. It is an honor and a great pleasure to have you with us. Although yesterday I would have loved to have been part of the celebration at the Sports Palace. Unfortunately, my schedule did not allow for it. But I believe we were ably represented by the Prime Minister and the members of the government who were there to offer their support at the opening of this forum. And thank you for being here this morning so that we can share these moments of fellowship. I am also deeply moved by your presence and especially by what you are doing. Entrepreneurship.
International Woman Entrepreneur Conference in Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou. So that's Ibrahim Traoré speaking the day after he could not attend the conference, so he kept a meeting with all these women from all over Africa and some of them from the West, like from Canada and the US and so forth. Majority of the women are from Africa. So anyway, you know what? Let's listen to what Ibrahim Traoré is saying about these women and African continent and their place and where their place lies and nation building, and then we're going to dissect it a little bit. Continue listening.
Entrepreneurship, the industrialization of Africa. I believe that beyond all of that, it is the independence of Africa that you are striving for. And who better than you women to help and support us in every possible way? And when I say help, I mean it in the truest sense of the word. Who better than you to help us, we heads of state, to lift Africa out of this situation? I say this because truly, only you know the difficult and sometimes overwhelming pain of pregnancy, as well as the pain and challenges of childbirth. You know the pain, the effort, and the dedication it takes in this world to raise a child until they finally become an adult. And it pains every woman to see the children they've brought into this world and not be able to provide for their needs, to not even find the one meal of the day for her child. She is the only one capable of sacrificing everything so that her child can at least be in good health and have the basic necessities. And I know it pains every woman to see our children trying to cross the sea only to die and have the waves carry their bodies to the shore. Because right here in Africa, they couldn't find the means to survive, and so they tried to cross the ocean under the most desperate conditions. I have seen images that are truly heartbreaking. And we want to change that. We do not want to see that anymore. And we believe that in Africa, we are capable of providing our daily sustenance, of living with dignity on our own continent. And who better than you? To help us in this fight. It is a very difficult fight. Very difficult first from within Africa itself, before we even speak of the imperialists who come to us. The fight is first and foremost an African one. Because among us Africans, we do not speak with one voice, we don't love one another, it has to be said. We must find a way to transcend these barriers that we have set for ourselves. We must succeed in uniting. And I am counting on you, women, to help us unite. It is the only thing that can allow Africa to truly prosper. And to hope for this independence, this genuine self-sufficiency, and a brighter, more sustainable future. Entrepreneurship, industrialization, as I often say, there are many jobs in industry that only you, women, are able to do. Because you are patient. Today, we speak of agriculture, of processing our raw materials to be able to feed ourselves, to supply our markets. Who better than you to do this? We are in the process of drafting and considering several programs to support women, particularly in rural areas, creating spaces, finding water so they can produce, but also to support them so they can process the raw materials. And so I encourage you to motivate them in this direction. All women, from the cities to the countryside, so that they develop this entrepreneurial spirit. That is what's most important, that they can believe in themselves and see that it is possible to go beyond what was once unimaginable, to produce and process goods for our children, for our parents, for Africa, and it is indeed possible. And so I congratulate you. We congratulate you already for this initiative, which for me, is an initiative to awaken the consciousness of all women, whether rural or urban, so that women can understand that their role is crucial in this industrial transformation of Africa. And the much larger industrial units, you women, once again, very often manage them better than we men do. And so I encourage you to take the leap. Burkina Faso is wide open. It is a country, I would say, that is just beginning to build. And so all the ladies who wish to start a business in Burkina Faso are welcome. And above all, encourage all women, no matter where they are in Africa, to become entrepreneurs. And it is you, again, who can advise us so that we can have the confidence to finance women's entrepreneurship. And I have confidence in you, and I know that a woman's heart is not as hard as a man's. When she's given or lent money, she doesn't use it for other things instead of pursuing the objective, which is industrialization. We men very often might go to the bank, take out money for industrialization, and then go do something else. But women rarely have the audacity to do that. Women stay focused on their objectives. That is why, once again, we are involved in several programs to try. The true emancipation of our women must come from this. And as I've said, every day is Women's Day. And we will work every day so that women can be empowered, can become entrepreneurs, because it is they who must protect our families. It is they who must protect Africa. And so, I am counting on you for this message to be spread everywhere. It's a good thing that you are in almost every country in Africa. Continue to gather, to pass on the message, and I hope that through you, we can unite Africa. That is what is most important. And I know I can count on your tenacity, on your self-sacrifice, for the message to get through. We have too many disagreements, often useless disagreements, in Africa. You can help us to soothe hearts. You can help us. Even in the conflicts that plague certain areas of Africa, women can help. Women can help a great deal. When women speak, we listen. It pierces us, and it can make us change our decisions from one moment to the next. So I invite you to continue to advocate, to speak, to raise awareness across Africa, to help us end these wars so that we can get to work and so that we can support you as you start your businesses. I am counting on you, and I hope that the objective will be reached very soon. Thank you all very much for coming. This will not be the last time, and I remain available for whatever we can do. Be assured, the role of women is immense in our program. And through you, we will achieve wonders. May God bless you. May God be with you all in your activities. And God willing, very soon, we will meet again to take stock of the situation and to outline the prospects yet to come. Thank you all very much. Long live Burkina Faso. Long live a united Africa. The homeland or death we will overcome.
So, that's Ibrahim Traoré, the great Ibrahim Traoré. You see, this man have vision that's unmatched at his age group. He's far beyond his years when it comes down to leadership, because nation building have to include women, and he put some of the provision in place for women. So let's talk about some of these provision. As we already hear what he said about in the speech about the mothers, and basically they birth the nation, and they know what the feeling of losing a child because they bear the child and all that. But let me tell you what Ibrahim Traoré actually put into place for these women. Because he's not only talking this, he's actually putting it in laws and in policies for these women. So, for every woman who becomes a widow because of they lost their husband from the army, he have special housing for them, a home specifically for widows. Their kids get paid, get to go to school free until they decide to stop, all the way to college. That's the widows' kids. And they have special grants for them to get loans to start any business they want to. Second, in every community, in every district, Ibrahim Traoré put centers that specifically train women. If you don't have a skill, they train you in whatever skill you want and then give you a loan to open a business and continue on. When it comes down to farming, any woman that's farming, he take whatever they are farming, Ibrahim Traoré's government bought every single that they produce. No matter what it is, he bought every single product they have. And then he pays them market value prices. He doesn't underpay them, he doesn't overpay them, he pays them the value of whatever they're growing, right? So there is special grants again for homes, and he's put into place major policies that benefits women in Burkina Faso. And if we can imagine, if we replicate this all over Africa and also in the Caribbean, specifically for black women, because a strong society needs strong women. So we cannot use money against women to try to manipulate them or use them. When a woman's foundation is solid, there is a wide array of things the country will accomplish, because what? Women are more, when it comes to the business, as Ibrahim Traoré said in his statement, a man will take a loan and take chances and they'll do what they say they were going to do with it. A woman typically won't, because they are more driven when it comes down to business and becoming self-reliant. So they don't have to depend on anyone, because men do use money against women. I must admit to that. Also, there's vice versa. Women do take advantages of men with money. So it's a thought, but again, a strong foundation from any sex helps to build a nation better. And your kids are raised better, the kids are more confident. You know, it's a win-win situation when women have access to wealth. So anyway, what are your thoughts on this video? Do you agree, disagree with what Ibrahim Traoré said, or what I am also saying? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As always, tell a friend, tell a friend. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, so we can get this channel to continue to grow, so we can continue to bring this content and spread the narrative. And Ibrahim Traoré, my hero, next to Marcus Messiah Garvey. Both my heroes currently. Anyway, thanks for watching. Boom.